boys and girls, it's Mrs. Clifton. I'm back. This session is going to be doing some math review, okay? So, let's get it right into it. We've got a 10 frame. And if the 10 frame's full, I know right away that there's 10 there. And I do not have to count all those. I do not have to count all those. So if I add on extra down here, we're going to use the counting on method. So if you have a piece of paper and pencil, this would be a great time, and you can practice writing down your numbers. So we're going to go 10, 11, 12, 13. So if I can't remember what 13 looks like, I'm going to say the cheer. A 1 and a 3 send 13 up a tree. Parents, if you're noticing that your child is having a lot of reversals, that is developmentally appropriate at this time. But what I do is if I notice they're making their numbers backwards, I'll write the number correctly at the top and say, I want you to go through and check all your sixes. Make them aware of making them backwards. Let them know, hey, I noticed that you're really making your sixes backwards almost every time you make one. So I really want you, when you're writing your numbers today, to pay attention to those sixes. Making them aware of it is how they're going to start monitoring themselves. So say, all right, here's the 3. I want you to check all the 3s today. Make sure you're making the 3s correctly. And eventually they'll start paying better attention to that themselves. All right, boys and girls, so that was one. Let's try another one. Okay, so I know that I've got 10 there, so I don't need to count that, but I'm going to count on. And let's do this, all right? Everybody with me. We're going to say 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Again, if you don't remember how to write 15, you're going to say a 1 and a 5, keep 15 alive, beep, beep. Remember, the 1 always goes first on those team numbers. Some of us are tending to want to write them backwards, but that's 51, and that's not what we want. Now, boys and girls, before we left school, we were also kind of learning a little bit about money. We were learning about pennies, nickels, and dimes. And I'm not going to go through and sing the song right now, but we know that a 10 frame when it's full is 10. So the reason we're learning that, and the reason we're learning about money, is so that you can be able to recognize money. And if you want to go somewhere and buy something, if your mom gives you money for the concession stand this summer at a ball game, you want to be able to go up there and know if you can buy something if you have enough money. So let's say your mom gave you a dime, which is 10 cents, and she gave you 5 pennies. Well, we know that pennies are 1 and dimes are 10. So we can do it just like we do the 10 frame. So when you have the dime, you would say 10, and then you're going to count on 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then you have 15 cents. Well, and if you go up to the concession stand and what you want is 20 cents, this is why we want to know about greater or less. We have to know if 15 is greater or less than 20. Well, we know 15 is less than 20. So you wouldn't have enough money to get it, right? Because you would need at least 20 cents to buy it. Now, what if your mom gave you 2 dimes, though? This is why we learn how to count by tens. I'm showing you all this stuff. So if we counted the dimes are 10, so we can go 10, 20. Well, would I have enough money to buy that piece of candy that we wanted if I had 20 cents? Yeah, you would definitely have enough. So let's practice that now. Now remember, the dimes are the small silver ones, the smallest one that we've learned. So if I have a dime, dime, penny, 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 penny. All right. We're going to practice counting on. So the dimes are 10, so we're going to go 10, 20, and we're going to go 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. All right, so I have 25 cents, right? This little mark means cents. That's what that means. So I have 25 cents. And if I go up to the concession stand and I say, okay, I want a sucker, and the lady says the suckers are 20 cents, and I have this much, do I have enough money to buy the sucker? Yeah, I do. I do, because 25 is greater, so I have enough money, and I would get some change back. So how much change would I get back? Well, we can start at 20 and count up to 25. So let's do that. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I would get 5 cents back. So I might get 5 pennies, which is 5 cents. Or, remember, a nickel is 5 cents. She might give me a nickel. If I got a nickel, that would also be 5 cents. So, just a little number review, boys and girls. Don't forget to practice your counting by 1s, 10s, and 5s to 100. All right, see you soon. Bye.